Hi, everyone. My name is Mike. I'm a communications manager at OnlyOffice, and welcome to OnlyOffice Doc 7.3 launch event. So this session is going to be special, showing you one of our valued partner success stories. And please welcome today's guest is Charles-Etienne Gaël, Vice President of Marketing and Sales at NetExplorer.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Yeah, and a few words from me. I'm going to introduce NetExplorer to the audience because I guess still a big part of people is going to be new to your solutions. So NetExplorer is a French provider of secure cloud solutions for healthcare industry. First of all, integrating OnlyOffice docs in the NetExplorer solutions in 2020. The developers deliver document editing and co-editing to the platform that provides tools for file sharing, collaboration, and secure storage. And NetExplorer has made every effort to guarantee high level of security of data, receiving multiple certifications for performance in data security, quality, and reduction of the environmental impact, and is trusted by hundreds of thousands of daily users. So now, Charles-Etienne, please tell me, what is NetExplorer from your own words?
Yeah, well, you introduced it well, thanks. You're right, we're a French company. We are 100% focused on building and operating a content cloud solution. And this solution is dedicated to professional organizations. And basically, our mission is to secure organizational digital data while giving them the means to exploit all documents very easily and sustainably. Today, it means that, well, the solution, it allows 1,500 organizations, which is around 200,000 users, to easily first secure their files and then access and share them from anywhere. If I can give you more details, it means that they can manage the complete life cycle of their content, ingest files into the cloud, secure and protect them, of course, classify the data the way they want, define who can access to which content. As you said, they can edit their content, they can co-edit as well the documents extremely easily. This is kind of collaboration work, and we'll come back to that when we talk about the integration of OnlyOffice. As well, in the platform, they can automate validation workflows, they can get e-signature on the content natively, and at the end, the administrator, they can also understand very easily who has accessed the content and what are they doing with it. So it's really a complete solution that allows to secure the content and use it for the entire organization in a very, very easy way. All of that is built on the single platform that can be interconnected with any other applications that are being used by the organizations. That's basically what we do at NetExplorer.
Oh, thank you very much for introduction. And so I see that NetExplorer is largely focused on data security and collaborative tools. And what do you think are the primary advantages of your solution in comparison to your direct competitors?
Well, there are several. The main one I'll be talking about today is maybe first one, our position. We are a pure player in this field since 15 years. And we're not only developing the software of the platform, but we're also building and managing the hardware architecture on which the service runs. It means that the team is made of experts on the software deployment side, and as well as experts on the infrastructure side, managing the infrastructure within the data centers and the software on top of it. It gives our customers a very interesting flexibility in the way they prefer to implement their content cloud solution. For example, they can decide to have their platform running on a dedicated hardware and software resources, which can give them more flexibility, more reactivity, and that's the type of specificities that we can bring. Another thing is maybe that we are strongly focused on the protection of the data, as you said as well, and we're proving it. The best way to prove it is to be certified. So we ensure that from a hardware architecture point of view, from a software development point of view, and from an operations point of view, we are certified with external certification processes. So NetExplorer is certified ISO 27001, which is for IT security, ISO 9001 for quality insurance. We're also certified for health data hosting, which allows to be able to work with hospitals, for example, or any health-related organization. So that's the main advantages I can talk about today, and we'll see later on that there are others.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, about the certifications was one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Thank you for bringing this up. This is like very important for us specifically, that we also consider OnlyOffice now certified with the ISO in terms of data protection because of the integration with NetExplorer. Yeah, and also the 15 years, it's like quite a big history. And would you mind sharing maybe some key customer sectors of activity where you are at the moment? So like, I know first of all it's healthcare, and like are there any other key sectors or industries where your customers are located?
Yeah, sure. Well, today there are around 1,500 organizations, as I said, which are using the solution in France. And they are from the public sector and from the private sector. Actually, you know, any company today they have to secure their data first, and then they have to be more efficient in the way they are using it. So basically, we are working with all sectors of activities. And if I can just highlight a few of them, first one will be bank, finance, insurance. Here we have customers like the Société Générale, which is a big French bank, Groupama, big insurance company, but also smaller structures like VCs, where they need to have a kind of secured data room for their due diligence. All these type of companies, they need to first secure them data and then be able to share them in a secured way. So bank, finance, insurance is one of the sector. Healthcare, as you said, definitely healthcare related organization like hospitals, they are using the solution as well. Here it's question of certification, as you said, for very sensitive data, which is related to health of people. So there is no compromise on this type of security that you have to put in real life for these organizations. So hospitals like in Paris, in other cities like Bourges, like New York, they are using NetExplorer solution to secure their data on one hand, but also to be able to access it in the case of cyber attack on their side. So it's a way to mitigate the risk and to ensure that whatever the situation on their side, they will be able to access their data with NetExplorer. And then you have other sectors like architects, building and civil work, which are as well using the service. Companies like Vinci Energy, which is a very large group, is using it every day. Consulting firms, legal companies as well. Big lawyers companies like Brodin Pratt is using the solution every day, and that's interesting for us because here again it's important for them to secure all the exchange of data they have with their clients, with the jurisdictions, with all the people working on the legal side, and at the same time they need to be able to work on it. So here we'll talk a lot about how OnlyOffice also help them to edit these data. You have industrial companies, you have IT companies, and here one word on that is IT companies. They are using the data using the platform and the solution for their own work, and they are also reselling the service when it makes sense, because they are sometimes specialists for one specific sector, and they need to have a solution that will allow to store securely the data and be able to access it and share it easily. But they know very well the work of one specific sector, and therefore they are doing integration of our solution within their own solution. So IT companies is a bit specific. So that are some examples of sectors of activity and of customers that are using the solution today.
Thank you. This is very impressive diversity, and also some big names that you mentioned. And yeah, and since you said like a lot of them are benefiting from using OnlyOffice, I would like to also jump to your experience with OnlyOffice Docs. So what has led NetExplorer to integrating OnlyOffice? Like, what is it also the first Office suite that you tried like as a part of the solution, or maybe it was like one of the several alternatives you considered? So yeah, okay, just kind of interested, like what was the initial point of integration?
Yeah, well, you know, historically we used to use local applications only to edit the documents, meaning that you had to download the document on your laptop and then work on it with a local application on it, and it was the way it was built. So the users of the solution, the way it was built was not completely integrated. So to develop the online edition and collaborative work, we decided first, and sorry to say that, but we decided first to integrate Office Online. It was a long time ago, but this had two major disadvantages. First, the customers, they had to have Microsoft licenses. So, well, that's the way it was. And we could not also guarantee our customers that the sovereignty of the way their data were used will be ensured. And that was a major problem and major working point for us. So with these two things, we knew that it was not a solution that we wanted to keep. But what we knew as well is that being able to do online edition, collaborative work was the way we wanted our users to work on their documents. So this is why we tested first OnlyOffice, and then we provide the alternative with the same features by integrating OnlyOffice within the platform. It came very ready from the way we wanted the service to be used by the users at the end of the day.
Thanks. I'm very glad to hear this, that you specifically found it very useful in terms of being secure, and also like, yeah, this seems like pretty painful to like have to ask your users to have the license first before they can use like a new component of your solution. Yeah, this is interesting, and never personally thought about it, that you also like need a license there.
Yeah.
And so like if functionality wise, what features do the editors bring to NetExplorer, like first of all? And it's like, would you name like maybe like one or two top features that are the most important in your opinion, like on practice in NetExplorer?
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks to the complete integration of OnlyOffice, then the users, they can really, first, they can preview that document directly from the online platform. So it makes it very easy and fast to access their content. And that's really key. So the preview of any type of document is there. It's inside the platform. They don't have to open anything else. So it's extremely easy to them. And actually, by the way, we can note that this preview, they are really qualitative. They respect very well the document formatting. And so using the preview is a very good way as well to share their data externally. So that's the first point. Then, of course, I mean, the integration, it gives them the ability to edit and to edit within the NetExplorer platform all the documents in a way that is fully integrated. So that's key, because it's a way for them to be efficient, and it's a way as well not to be dependent from any other external application. So while they are browsing their documents, they can easily open them to edit them, and then within the edition, and I'm pretty sure we'll see that in the demo, you can collaborate very easily with your partners, either internally or externally from your organization. You can comment, you can do many different features that allow you to really make the content exactly what you want. So it's probably the main features that we see from how the users are using the solution.
Thank you. Yeah, and so as far as I know, like OnlyOffice is integrated since 2020, so that's already like quite a time. And I'm wondering if you had a chance to receive any feedback from your customers, like how has OnlyOffice changed the way they collaborate, like maybe any notes from the field?
Yeah, well, you're right. It's 3 years already. Time is flying, and actually, first of all, I think all our clients, it gives them the opportunity to collaborate, and that's the first thing that they told us, that to be able to to work all at the same time on a document is completely different from what they had to do before, which was basically edit the document and work one by one on it. So the first thing they told us was really about that and the collaboration and the co-edition on the document. Then it's a major change to them was also the fact that it was available to them internally, of course, within the organization, but we make it available as well externally to the external partners. So when they give their external partner the right to modify the document, for example, then these people externally from the organization, they will also be able at the same time to collaborate on the document when necessary. And it is the guarantee to them that the person you're working with will be able to work on the document. Whatever is having a license or not, that's not the point. The point is he has an internet connection, he has a browser, he's able to connect because you invited him or her to collaborate on one specific file. Then this person will be ready able to work with you at the same time in real time. So that was important change. And of course, this is without having to buy any additional specific license for document editing or co-editing. We integrate everything as well from a business model point of view in the platform. So that were a big change for the clients.
Thank you. And you mentioned that your users share documents externally very frequently. And I know there's one particular feature you've been working on in integration recently, the live viewer, which has been released in ONLYOFFICE like less than half a year ago. It's like still very fresh, and we are very pleased to hear that our partners are already making use of it. So could you tell me why did you focus on live viewer and to integrate it? Like, was there like some particular pain point for your customers, which were you were trying to reach with this?
Mm-hmm. Well, more than editing, the co-editing feature have enabled a lot of collaboration. And so it's key to ensure that the users, internal or external, they always have the correct version of the document in front of them. And in that perspective, it was key to have the live viewer integrated very fast. So that was the first point. And it also allowed to, even for users who can only read the document or view the document in a way. I mean, you can on NetExplorer, you can give some rights to each user. And so you can decide this user will have only the ability to view documents, or they can modify them, or they can download them, whatever. Here, if you only give the right to view the document, you ensure that this person, they will have exactly the document which is being edited. So they can view the document, but they can also view in real time the modification, and it's great to allow them to see the changes like this in real time.
Yeah, and any feedback from your customers? Is like anybody already using it? The live viewer feature, like maybe if you've heard any kind of comments or feedback about it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's something that we haven't done is initially we didn't market it that way, so we didn't announce the fact that we were deploying it, and so some of our customers, they realized they were having the possibility to see in real time all the changes and to see all the documents and everything, and it changes a bit the way they were working actually with their partners, meaning that they had conversation and meetings with external partners, and in real time showing them exactly what they were changing in the project. They were building together all the specificities and all the specifications of the project themselves directly on a document, and sharing in real time all the information. So it makes them much more efficient than what they were before. So, well, they were happy about it.
Yeah, I hope your customers is going to be happy with live viewer. Like whenever more of them learn about it, this is like yeah, it's very important for us because we're really curious how it works in practice. It's been like freshly integrated, and I really appreciate you sharing a few details with us. So, and finally, what are your future plans like in integration on the office, like maybe and some other ideas to like improve functionality or I don't know, anything specific to share maybe?
Yeah, well, something, I mean, the next step for us, to be straightforward, is the integration of functionalities which are attached to the O forms. That would be really pertinent for what we do. And this will perfectly complement our document validation and e-signature workflows, meaning that within a validation process, for example, it will allow the user to enter information into a standard document and then automatically submit it for validation signature. So the O-forms will allow us to and allow the users at the end to really be more efficient in the way they are building some automated processes and make it scalable to their entire organization. So that will be really useful, I think, for many sectors. And actually, it's being requested by many of our users. So we know that it's already available and it's being improved here. So we are looking forward to develop that.
Yeah, this sounds good because like the new version 7.3 also brings some improvements in forms and notably the user roles. And so our next steps is going to be introducing like signature requests for particular people, like or filling particular fields. This is going to make a big change in terms of how people work in forms like collaboratively. And yeah, introduction of the signature is going to be like a big next step, and it's going to work together with the user roles. Yeah, so well, yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you very much for being with us today, Charlotte. And this was a lot of useful information. I hope like our audience is happy to see you here also and learned a lot of new things. And yeah, so this was Charlotte from NetExplorer and presenting OnlyOffice use case that we are truly proud of. And feel free to ask us anything in the online chat, and we will try to answer everything in real time. And thank you for your attention, and enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention. See you.
Goodbye.